Lizards occupy an odd space on my fear list. Lizards are not as scary as spiders, but they are less scary than ants. Not black ants, but we're talking like fire ants. Lizards are just snakes with legs, but somehow that makes them less scary than snakes. So we are going to find some lizard weird in today's episode of 5 Weird Things. Welcome to the channel. Lizards are yet another one of those animals that I happen to know how they taste. I'm not going to go into details here other than I didn't catch, prepare, or cook it. All I did was eat. Actually, not bad, but a little creepy. So what are your thoughts? Lizards on the menu or not? Let me know down in the comments. All right, let's get into it. First, the things we should all know. Lizard is a common name used for all squamate reptiles other than snakes, encompassing over 7,000 species ranging across all continents except the Antarctica, as well as most oceanic island chains. Squamates also include snakes, just for a little more ick. The grouping is paraphyletic, from some of the same ancestors, but not close to all the descendants, as some lizards are more closely related to snakes than they are to other lizards. Everybody got that? Good. Weird thing number 5. Lizard tails are very weird. Now, some lizards can pop off their tails when they are threatened, leaving it behind to wriggle and distract predators. It's like leaving behind a dancing decoy while saying, "Catch me if you can. Oh wait, you're distracted by my breakdancing tail." Sure, lizards can regrow their tails, but the new version usually comes out a little bit off. It's like ordering a replacement part and getting a knockoff brand. Oh nice, a tail, but why is it shaped like a traffic cone? For many lizards, their tails are like their own personal backpacks, storing fat and nutrients for tough times. It's their version of a secret snack stash. I may be small, but check out the buffet I've got in my caboose. After a lizard detaches its tail, the tail keeps twitching to confuse predators. It's like the tail has a mind of its own, thinking, "I'm still in the game. I'll show them my moves while the boss can make a run for it." Some lizards, like iguanas, use their tails as weapons, whipping them around to ward off threats. Imagine trying to pick a fight with a lizard, then getting smacked in the face by the tail. It's like nature's own version of a lizard slap. Weird thing number 4. Some lizards don't even have lungs. Now, some lizards, like certain species of salamanders, have done away with lungs entirely. Instead, they absorb oxygen through their skin. It's like they said, lungs? Now we're going to go the full body breathing experience. Their skin has to stay moist for oxygen absorption to work properly, so lungless lizards are often found in damp environments. Drying out could mean suffocating. Talk about needing a good moisturizer. Without lungs, these lizards have become experts at conserving energy. They move slowly, often lurking in one place for extended periods. Imagine if you could only breathe through your skin, speedwalking would be out of the question. Since they don't need to inflate their lungs with air, lungless lizards can squeeze into incredibly tight spaces. It's like the ultimate contortionist, able to slip into spots other critters only dream of. And while most animals use lungs or gills for breathing, lungless lizards bypass all that mouth-breathing drama. They never have to deal with things like heavy breathing after exercise. They usually just casually absorb oxygen while chilling. Weird thing number 3. Different lizards have different abilities. Chameleons are famous for their color-changing ability, but they don't do it just to blend in. They also change colors to communicate their mood, temperature, and even social status. So if you have ever seen a chameleon turning bright blue, it's not hiding, it's just mad at something, like a reptile mood ring. Geckos can effortlessly walk up walls and even hang from ceilings thanks to tiny hair-like structures on their toes called setae. These act as microscopic suction cups, making them the Spider-Man of the reptile world, minus the spandex. The Draco lizard, also known as the flying dragon, has wing-like flaps of skin that allow it to glide from tree to tree. It's like a mini dragon soaring through the air as if gravity doesn't apply. Who needs wings when you've got style like this? Now, many lizards are cold-blooded, meaning that they rely on external heat sources like the sun to regulate their body temperature. It's like they're solar-powered. They just bask in the sun to recharge, and when it's cold, they go into low-power mode. And not all lizards are harmless. The Gila monster and the Mexican beaded lizard have venomous bites. Even though they prefer to stay chill and only use them when provoked, it's like having a superpower you only bust out when someone really deserves it. It's like, don't make me use my venom, but if you insist, let's go. Weird thing number 2. The weird thing about lizards' eyes. Now, each of a chameleon's eyes can move separately, so they can look in 2 different directions at once, and their brain splits to accommodate that focus. It's like they have built-in surveillance cameras, perfect for multitasking, watching the sunset and spying on their neighbor simultaneously. The sandfish skink has transparent eyelids, so it can see even when its eyes are closed. It's like wearing permanent sunglasses, cool and functional. They're never caught squinting, even in the desert. Most geckos have super sensitive night vision and can see colors in the dark. Imagine having night goggles that also come with a vibrant rainbow filter. It's like they're going to a 24/7 reptile rave every night. Now, some lizards, like the tuatara, have a third eye on top of their heads called the parietal eye. While it can't see like their regular eyes, it does help them detect light and shadows. It's like having a skylight installed in your head for better sun awareness. Now, geckos don't have eyelids, so they lick their eyes to keep them clean and moist. Yes, instead of reaching for eye drops, they just give their eyeballs a good lick. It's efficient, but not something that we'd want to copy. I don't need eye drops. I've got a tongue for that. No, thank you. And finally, weird thing number 1. Lizard conspiracy theories. Reptilian overlords. Probably the most famous lizard conspiracy is the reptilian elite theory. Some people believe that shape-shifting, human-like reptiles secretly control the world's government, media, and economies. These lizard people are supposedly behind major global events and secretly walk among us. The fact that real lizards can change color and can regrow body parts, clearly just training for their human disguises. According to some conspiracy theorists, lizards just didn't evolve here on Earth. They are extraterrestrial beings sent to infiltrate human society. The theory also suggests that ancient civilizations were visited by lizard-like aliens who either helped build things like the pyramids or possibly became the gods of old. I'm not from this planet suddenly feels more plausible when you have cold blood and scales. Now, the Hollow Earth Lizard Empire. In this theory, there's a secret advanced lizard civilization living in the center of the Earth. Proponents claim that lizard creatures have their own underground world, complete with high technology and hidden cities. So while we're walking around on the surface, lizards might be living it up in their underground kingdom, kind of like a scaly version of Atlantis. If this sounds far-fetched, consider that there are people that still buy the flat Earth theory. Now, lizard mind control. Some believe that lizards have special abilities to control human minds using advanced telepathic skills. This theory suggests that lizards are subtly influencing the thoughts and actions of world leaders, maybe even regular people, to carry out their mysterious reptilian agenda. If you've ever forgotten your keys or said something weird in a meeting, maybe it's not your fault. It might just be a lizard controlling you. Now, dinosaurs never went extinct, they evolved into lizards. Some conspiracy theorists suggest that the dinosaurs did not actually die off in that big asteroid event, despite the fact that there is evidence of it. They just evolved into today's lizards. This theory posits that dinosaurs shrunk over time to become the reptiles we see today. So the next time you see a lizard basking in the sun, you might be staring at a distant relative of a T-Rex, just much, much smaller and much less terrifying version. So that's it for today's creepy episode, and today's episode with an anxiety-induced case of mild swamp ass. Now please like and subscribe to the channel, click on more of my videos to get a little more weird and to really help out the channel. Put the link on your social media if you can. And to those still watching, today's code word is reptile. Put that down in the comments just to let the lizards know that they aren't fooling anyone. Take care, and you have a great day.